Hello, sweet friends. Welcome back. And we're not doing a book this time. I'm going to walk you through the rest of your work in this packet. So this will be for this week's work that you're seeing, day 3, day 4, and day 5. Okay? Shouldn't take very long, so I'm going to try to make it speedy quick for you so you can get on with your day. All right, so at the beginning of your packet, you still have everyday stuff. So you still have the egg word family that you're working on, if you've gotten there yet, so work on that. Letter writing, you're working on that, and your daily journal, if you're working on that. At the front of your packet, let me see, 1, 2, sorry, I've got stacks of paper everywhere. All right, day 3, on the front, you're gonna have your reading assignment. It might be a book to read. Remember, you need to read things multiple times to increase your fluency so you don't read like a robot, right? Okay, so you've got that to work on, or you may have a paper story. Either way, you should read it more than once. You have this paper right here. So this is something we had not gotten to talk about when we left school. So we're changing from singular means single, one, right? This is a paper clip. It's just one of them. To plural. Plural means more than one. So I have a paper clip. I have 2 paper clips. Singular, plural, okay? You don't say I have a paper clip and show 2, all right? So what your job is, you're going from bed to beds. So all you're doing is adding an S. So let me grab my whiteboard here and a marker. All right, so if you have one dog, D-O-G. I have one dog. He has 2 dogs. So you add an S at the end to show that there is more than one, okay? So on your paper, the first one was bed, B-E-D. I have a bed. She has 2 beds. You write the word, and then you add that S at the end, okay? So that's what you're working on. You have pot, 2 pots, can, 2 cans, hen, 2 hens, right? Mug, 2 mugs, dog, 2 dogs, which I just did on the whiteboard, right? Okay, turn the page. You have some super simple addition facts up there. By now, some of you are doing this speedy quick, which is amazing, so keep that up. If you're still having a little bit of trouble, remember, fingers are your friends for now. 4 plus 1 is 5, so I would write 5 here. Or you can use little objects if you want. Down here, you're doing the same thing. You're making singular pen to plural pens, okay? Mouse. Oh, sorry, that's rat. Rat, that's important. Rat to rats, okay? Top to tops. Pan to pans. Mop to mops. Log to logs, okay? All right, turn the page. We've got some more simple addition at the top for you to work on, and down here it says it's time for a walk. Look at that cute puppy in his rain boots and his umbrella. So your job is to write a few sentences about that, okay? All right, after you finish that, there is a penny activity. So you will need to locate a penny. Again, we're still talking about motion and force, push and pull. So there are directions about the penny. And then your job, before you do the experiment, is you are to draw or write what you think will happen, and then draw and write what actually happened. This is what good scientists do. They make a hypothesis, which is a scientific guess. They say, I'm going to try this, but first, this is what I think should happen. And then they try it, and they see what actually happens. And then they think about, well, I thought this would happen, but actually this happened. Why? That's how scientists solve their problems that they come up with in experiments. So try the penny stack activity. You will need more than 1 penny for this, okay? All right, for math, you have a color game. You have 2 game boards connected. If you look at the top, this one has 2 dice. So you will need both of your dice. You roll them, you add them, and you color 1 circle with that number. So if you roll a 5 and a 5, 5 plus 5 is 10. I'm going to find a 10. Now look, there's 2 of them. You only color 1 because you might roll 5 plus 5 again. So you color 1 and you play until you've colored all the circles. When you turn the page, this one you need 3 dice. If you have extra dice at home, awesome, roll 3. If you only have 2, this could be a little tricky. One of your dice has to have an extra turn. So roll them both. Get the number in your head. Maybe you roll a 2 and a 3, so you have 5. Then you roll 1 more, or an extra one, gets the extra roll. And then if you get a 1, you had 5, plus 1 would be 6. So then I would find a 6 and color it. Okay? All right. And then last week you had some shape papers talking about shapes, corners, sides, things of that nature. So today you are just simply recognizing and coloring the shapes on the strings. So on this one, you're coloring all the circles. Here, you're coloring the squares, the triangles, and it does tell you the color. So these circles are supposed to be yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. These squares are going to be red, so you color them red, blue, and then down here you have circles again, but they are supposed to be green. Okay? All right. So, not a big deal. Some of you can do by yourself. You do not need mom and dad. I lost my paper clips. Necessarily to sit with you and help you with some of this. Okay? A lot of you can read these directions on your own. If you have questions, obviously ask, but see what you can do by yourself. Okay? All right, tomorrow you will have, on day 4, you will still have your reading assignment. You have another little morning booklet. Look at a little frog playing basketball. This is a review of short vowels. You have a, as in cat. Those pictures will be red. And short o, like in ma-op. So let's say block, I would color that one blue. Pa-ot, o, color that blue. Ba-at, that's a, so I will color that red, okay? You have mask, fa-an, ta-op, ma-ap, sa-ok. Okay, really think about those vowels. Here you are writing number sentences for the shapes. So I would say 2 squares plus 4 circles. 2 plus 4 equals 6. If you're not sure, count the shapes at the top, okay? So write your number sentences. Look at these cute little chicks. Look, he still has a shell on his head, like a little hat. So write about the 2 baby chicks. Turn the page. You are still writing number sentences over here. And then here we're making some ache words, like cake. So cake is C. So I would write C for cake and X it out. Lake, yes. What about ache, pake? Have you ever heard of that word before, pake? I think that's a make-believe word, so we're not going to use the P. Okay, gake, gake. That's a funny word. I don't think that's a real word either. Okay, make, yes, make is because you make something, right? So you write make, and then bake. Yeah, you bake cookies, right? So put that in there. All right, so you have that. Then you have a motion activity. Use the following activities to talk about different types of motion. Now, this is a listen and do. You will need someone to read this to you and have you try some of these things that are on this paper. Okay, so it's just moving your feet and your body and feeling how the different movements feel different. Some are going to be harder, some are going to be easier, some you can do faster, some you have to do slower, and you kind of think about why that is. All right, then you have a dinosaur. This is for rectangles, dinorific rectangles. Now, some of us get our rectangles and our squares mixed up. Remember, a rectangle has 2 long sides and 2 short sides. So your job is to cut out just the rectangles and glue them on the dinosaur. All right? Then you have a spring graph. We've got some insects up here, some different bugs. So your job is to find ladybugs first. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ladybugs. So I would color 5 boxes. Count the butterflies, the bumblebees, and the caterpillars. Down here, you write how many ladybugs, how many butterflies, how many bee and bumblebees, and how many caterpillars, how many more. Ooh, you're going to have to do some subtraction here. So this says how many more ladybugs and caterpillars. So if you have 5 ladybugs and 3 caterpillars, when you say how much more, that's how many don't have a partner. Partner, partner, partner. Look, I have 2 that do not have a partner. So ladybugs have 2 more than caterpillars. All right? So think about that. And then you have some simple cabbage or lettuce addition with a cute little rabbit at the top. Your job is to write the numbers in the boxes and write the answer. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. Now, this may be easy. However, pay attention to your numbers. Make sure they're going the right way. Remember to make your numbers correctly. 5s, we go down around the big fat belly. Don't forget the lid on the jelly. 3, around the tree, around the tree. If you make a 3 backwards, it's an E in cursive. You don't ask for E scoops of ice cream, do you? No, you ask for 3 scoops of ice cream. So keep that in mind. It does matter which way your numbers go. Okay, on top of all this, you still have your everyday activities for Thursday, or day 4. And then for day number 5, which possibly could be your Friday, but it may be a different day of the week depending on your schedule at home with mom and dad. You have your everyday stuff that we already went over at the beginning of this video. You also have your reading assignment, book or paper, either way, read a couple of other books. You have a lot of books at home now, so make sure you're reading them. You don't just read one book every day. We had our Zoom class meeting, and some of you were like, read? Yes, you should be reading every single day. Don't let your brain forget, okay? Your first grade teacher is going to expect you to be able to read some books when you get to her, or him, depending, okay? All right, so reading assignment, then you have a farmer rabbit. Your job is to circle the word that actually says what the picture is. So like this is can. Now when I put an E, it becomes cane. Like a grandma or grandpa might use a cane to walk. Is this a cane? No, it's a can, so I'm going to circle can. Now this is a bone, right? This is bon. Bon, that doesn't sound right. Bone, there it is. Is it a rop or a rope? Kit or kite? Hop or hope? Pin or pine? So you have to circle what you think, okay? Instead of addition, we've got some subtraction today. Taking away. 2 take away 2 is 0. All right? And down here, you're doing the same thing. We have cack and cake. The dog is sitting on the whiteboard. Sorry about that. He fell off the chair. All right, he's fine. All right, so finish these not and note. So go through. If you have questions, ask someone at home to help you, okay? And then here you've got more subtraction. And look, someone's going on a trip. Where will she go? She has her suitcase. Tell me, where is she off to? If only we could go on trips right now, right? But we're stuck at home. So where would you go if you could? Would you go to Disney World? Would you go to the zoo? Would you go see Grandma and Grandpa? Where would you go? Would you go to school? I don't know that you need a suitcase for school, but you might. All right, so once you're done with that, we have, which is easier experiment, push or pull. So you find some objects at home to decide. You write what the object is and you decide, is it easier to push it? Okay, so you might say marble. Is it easier to push a marble or pull it? Which one's more work, right? Push a car or pull it? Is it easier to pull a rubber band or push it? So find some things around your house. There are some directions for this experiment here too that someone can help you with. Then, trying not to lose all my stuff, you have a color by the code rocket ship, okay? So triangles are red, circles are yellow, squares are blue, and rectangles are green, to see if you're being able to recognize those shapes now. Some of you still get a little confused occasionally, so see what you can do with that. Now this one, some of you are going to be able to read this with no problems doing it on your own. A few of you may need a little assistance from a grown-up or a big brother or sister. So read the number story. The first one says, Jack sees 4 orange butterflies and 3 blue butterflies. How many does he see in all? Get your crayons, draw 4 orange and 3 blue. Count them, write your number sentence, okay? So I don't have a blue marker. I do have orange though, so we'll have to do orange and purple. So really fast, I'm gonna do some orange butterflies. 1, 2, 3, 4. My orange marker is a little tired. And then 3 blue for you, purple for me, because I don't have a blue marker handy. Okay, so here are my butterflies, right? So draw them quickly in your picture, then write a number sentence. So I have 4 orange plus 3 purple equals how many? Because it says how many in all, because we had orange, then we added purple or blue, all right? So 4 plus 3, if you're not sure, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 plus 3 equals 7, okay? So that is your expectation for this booklet. So there's a couple of them, okay, for you to work on. Spread them out if you want, depending on what mom and dad have you do, okay? All right, so that is the rest of your week's work. Remember, if you have any questions, please reach out and let me know. I will be happy to answer them for you. And obviously, if this is a lot and your mom and dad are working, read your books. If nothing else, you can read and write all by yourself. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you get stuck on something else that you're working on, just pick up a book and read it. All right, that's the best thing you can do for your brain right now that you're at home. All right, so hopefully you found this helpful, and I will see you again later today, hopefully with a read aloud. All right, bye. Miss you all.